Greetings everyone, Ishambard here, hope you're having a fantastic day, and we are back with some more Clock Tower. So, we've just started a new quick start game, and I am going to try and get one of the better endings in the game, if I can remember how to do it. Because there are some subtle differences between the PlayStation version and the Super Nintendo version. Just some a couple of minor ones. I really wish she would, like, move faster to certain locations, but oh well. So there's a pile of rock and concrete, and I picked up a sharp stone. I don't actually know what the sharp stone is for. I think the sharp stone is used for, there's a wall we can break, I think here. I think we, oh yeah, we bash our way through with the sharp stone. Oh, this seems to be nice. So we've basically shortcut to the mansion courtyard. And if we come along this way... Oh no, look, it's Anne! She appears to be drowning. And we're just going to stand here and watch. I clearly didn't like Anne that much. Nope! Well, see you, Anne. Never mind. I mean, to be totally honest, we probably couldn't have helped in the grand scheme of things, but it is still kind of funny. Oh well. Oh, okay, yeah, Scissor Man. I forgot about you. So yeah, probably was a good thing that we didn't try to save her, because Scissor Man was literally right there. Oh, sorry, I've been coughing a lot recently, so what I need to do is there's a box. Can I move the box, or am I in a... I feel like I'm in a bad way here, aren't I? Where's the rock? There's the box here. No. And we're dead. That's annoying. Because there's the box there that you should be able to just move and then get out of the way. Unless I'm expected to go somewhere else. So let's try that again. It doesn't help that certain areas in this game are, like, ridiculously dark, and I wonder if it's got... I haven't done anything with my... Just give me 1 second, I'm going to check something. You know, I decided to check the brightness. Not that that would actually make any difference. I just think, for whatever reason, this game, particularly this version, seems a lot visually darker than the Super Nintendo version. So, okay, there's Anne, drowning away. I wonder if I'm supposed to hide in the shed. That doesn't make any sense, because he will literally just come out and get me. Not coming and get me. I don't know, let's find out what happens. Her mouth, there's a wild lip flap going on there for that portrait. Anyway, there we go. Anne's dead again. Scissor Man comes out. And what we are going to do is, yeah, we'll go run into the shed. And I run into the shed. Doesn't look like I can. So yeah, we get to this box, and I'm not quite sure what the expectation is. So I wonder if I can knock him down. So I should. Right. We pushed him over. Let's go back this way. I think we were only able to do it because we had enough, like, stamina, basically. Wow, so here's something that's kind of wild to think about. Going out there is absolutely pointless. So now I'm a bit worried, because now I've got to try and figure out how I'm going to get away from him, because he's going to be in this hallway, I think. Yeah, he's in this hallway. So we should be able to run to this door, get in here, come out, go back out, and continue running, basically. And I've just got to figure out where I'm going to hide. I can't hide in here. Probably the best place to hide would be sort of the attic room. At that point, I think. Oh, I mean, I could hide in the bathroom, but I also don't think that would be a good idea. So let's stop. Let me click on the stairs, game. Well, ideally, what I want to try and do, and I don't think it's going to happen, I'd love to get this run wrapped up in like 2 parts in like an hour, because you can do that. Once you know what you're doing, the game isn't that long, and doing runs in about an hour is. Jennifer, you're being chased. You could at least, like, I don't know, pick up the pace a little bit, run a bit faster, please. Right. So, we'll go to this room. And here. Now I need to check if... because there's 2 locations that the West Wing key can be in. So let's just... okay. I should also note, when you're being chased, you have additional bursts of adrenaline, which allow you to do certain things that you normally wouldn't be able to do. This is an example of that. Usually you would have to push the box over, but because we're being chased, we have that extra adrenaline. Jennifer's able to climb up over it. Excellent. So whilst we're here, we can grab our pesticide. Not that we need it, because actually, do we need the pesticide? We definitely need the clothing, which means I'm gonna have to go back and get the perfume, which is really annoying. Yeah. So now that we're more relaxed, we're not being chased, can't climb up it. It doesn't give you the option to, so yeah, we move the box. So let's grab the item in the box. Clothing. Excellent, that's what we needed. Taking the black robe, which, yeah, we know we need that for the sort of end game puzzle. So now, where do I go from here? I suppose, yeah, what we'll do is we'll check the nest up here. There are 2 things you can do. If we look at it, there might be, seems to be a bird's nest. What we're going to do, we're going to push this box. This should allow us to get to the nest without being harassed by a bird. Because if we try to use the stick there, we'll get harassed by a bird. Oh, what's this? Eggs, and the rest of it is filled with rubbish. Oh, there's a key. Excellent. That's the that would be the West Wing key. Excellent. I could just go for the. No, we're gonna go to the. Let's go this way. Let's grab the perfume whilst we're here. And then I need to find my what other items do I need? I need the ritual room key, which I think is like the only one I really need. I mean, obviously, I'm going to need the item that I'm going to need to use to get into the basement area. And that will either be the cane or there's a second item. And I don't really know. Again, it seems to be a bit random which ones they want the game gives you. So if I just come along this way, let's see what's in this room. If this is the bedroom, then I can get the perfume. It's excellent. So let's get Miss Mary's perfume. Right. I'm trying to think of what other things I need to do. There is an additional step that I need to do in the PlayStation version. Because I need to get the I need to rescue the crow, which sounds really weird. There is a part of this game where there's a crow in a box, locked in a box, and in the Super Nintendo version, the key is actually just in that same room. In this version, in the what I think they call the trophy room, there's a cupboard where there was that like zombie in there. If you kill the zombie, there's a key. That key is the key for the crow to release it, and we need to do that. It's such a weird, almost arbitrary sounding step. It really is. But we'll see if we can pull this off. Because there is a specific ending I am gunning for. Again, just take your time up the stairs, Jennifer. Oh, this is honestly the worst. This is the worst part about this game. It's a really good game otherwise. I will keep saying that. This game is really good. But my god, the going up and down stairs, the approaching items slowly, it just Right. Now I need to find other gums. What's in here? Because now we're in the West Wing. This is the mannequin room. Absolutely useless room. The only thing that's in here is there's a chance that the Scissor Man will be in there. And obviously he will jump out and try to murder you. And in my current state, he absolutely will. So ideally, I want to try and avoid him at all costs. Again, she walks with such like slow determination. This is bedroom 2, which actually this room is not in the Super Nintendo version. Fun fact for you guys, it's not in there. I think there is one room in the Super Nintendo version. There's one room that's always locked, and what would be in that room would be that theoretically would be that bedroom, but that room only spawns in like the West Wing, I think. Excellent. We can get ourselves the ritual key. This is good. Nope, don't want the big clown doll. I want the. There's my key. Big clown doll, yeah, and here we go. There's a key on top. Got the ritual key. Excellent. What's that sound? Which of... Because apparently 2 things can happen here. We've got the clown again. Now, either you'll get the clown, or you've got that French doll that's hanging upside down. That will fall down and attack you. So yeah, we're just gonna mash our buttons. There we go. Clown is dealt with. Let's continue on our way. Now that we've actually got that part, I wonder if we will be... Because look, the only thing I don't want is I don't want to be... Because I would have to pick up an additional item if I'm not careful. The item I don't really want to have to go via the prison cell. I can show off this because this annoys the hell out of me. You think, okay, there's a gap there. You think, oh, I'll just interact with a plank of wood. It's just a wooden board, but you have to do this first, and then you can do this. It's just, I get it, but it's also just super annoying. Right, so statue. Does this statue have the item I need? No, it doesn't look like it does. So I should be on the same route as we've done previously. The route where we get the what's it called? The cane. That's what we're looking to get. Which is a little bit annoying. Okay, good. That's strange. This part of the wall is a different colour to the rest of it. Uh-oh. Okay, cat. We're good. So I should... Yeah, I should be able to move this box. And we should hopefully... Oh, okay. Is she going to do this automatically? The wall seems to have been replastered for some reason. No, cracks in it. It looks like it will collapse. I have a thought. Is she going to do it automatically? No, that's annoying. Because there's like a baseball bat, crowbar. I don't know what it is. Just a thing here, a stick. I'm just gonna bash down this wall with a stick. And I'm actually quite glad I'm doing this event because something's going to happen here, and this is where, in my opinion, the game kind of jumps the shark a little bit. Everything else has been a bit weird, yes, but this is the one thing that really bothers me about this entire game. I wonder how long it hasn't been used for. The air is stuffy and heavy. So yeah. It seems to be a medical record. 2 newborn babies are the patients listed. Oh yeah, medical record. Yeah. And we've got a couple of things that we need to interact with in this room. It looks like a medical record. The patient's name is Mary Burrows. That's the name of the master of the house. Mary Burrows, as in Miss Mary. Black leather medical bag. There's a name embroidered inside. Walter Simpson. Now, something that we should make note of. Our character's name is Jennifer Simpson. So this unfortunate soul over here is Jennifer's dad. Corpse is grasping a piece of paper in his hand. It appears to be a memo. The 11th of October, 1986. Or was that the 10th of November? I'm not too sure. I am Dr. Walter Simpson. I have been trapped. It has been 3 days since I was trapped within this room. I know that I won't have long now, but before the end, I must record it all. Those twins will be a blight to this world. I was brought here to this mansion for the sake of the wife's delivery. What she brought into this world, though, not 2 boys, but the spawn of the devil. Shortly after their birth, they both devoured my right hand. However, their bodies were deformed, and they won't be able to function properly. I can only hope they'll not last any longer. I can only hope that they'll not last any longer than 3 days at most. If they were to continue to live, they must be killed no matter what. If they aren't stopped, then they will bring chaos onto the world. Breathing is painful. The air in this room is running out. There's no air left. Within a cradle under a star are the 2 boys sleeping a dark slumber. Jennifer, Jennifer, Jennifer. Yeah, it's so bizarre. It really kind of throws. I have no problem with there being like this doctor character sort of stashed away in the wall who kind of details these facts about what's going on. The fact that it's Jennifer's dad just really like makes me go, what? So yeah, we met Jennifer's dad. We're actually making good time, actually. So I'm hoping we can find. There's only a couple of things we need to find now, if I remember correctly. I need to find the music room. Unless the statue is going to have the devil icon on it, which I don't think it will. Because we haven't found it. So we need to head downstairs. We need to find the music room, the trophy room, which I think is at the end of this corridor, regardless. Like, at the end of the West Wing, which is fine. But it does mean I will need the gold and silver key. Because I'm gonna need the silver key to get into the room that explains how the staff is used. God damn it. Let's just keep checking these statues just in case I was mistaken. I'm pretty sure it has to be that one. Like the one that the only statue you can interact with. All the other ones you can't. It's kind of weird. Aha! Music room. Excellent, we can get ourselves the cane. There it is. It's a cane and a Celadon vase. Or Celadon pot, should I say. We've obtained the cane. And the music's going to kick in again. Because that's not weird. Yeah, it's so weird that the music kicks in there. Anyway, let's keep moving. And by moving, I mean running. As I said, when you realise that this system only spawns at certain locations, suddenly the game is a lot less scary. Because the game does a really good job of like establishing like fear factor. Does a fantastic job of it. Kind of making you uneasy in places. Once you know the game's tricks and traps. Right, so because yeah, she's gonna say there's a crow in a box. I'm gonna interact with this. There's one crow inside. So we know the crow is in that box. This is fine. We're looking for a key. Now the key, as I said, is in the trophy room. Which is at the end of like one of these corridors. So this is that's our ritual room. So we know what the ritual room is. Fortunately it's in a good place. I will need to run by the kitchen, however, just in case. I realise that there's a slight problem. I'm a little bit worried. Library. this could actually work out quite well. I'm making a mental note of all these things because, again, it all plays into the ending I'm going for. At least the ending the ending I'm striving for. No, wait, no, not that way. Not through that door. I know not to go into that door. There's a reason. It's all a bit weird. This entire game's all a little bit weird, truth be told. Right, so I believe there should be rubbish stuffed in here. Now, okay, I think because we'll notice, yeah, you'll notice there's a key. Ah, nuts. I believe there's a knife in that box then. Or perhaps it's on. So we'll leave and come back in. This is where I've accidentally shot myself in the foot. It certainly looks like they've gone the... Okay. Rubbish stuffed in. That's not good. Again, I know I'm missing something. I might have to check some other rooms. I'll tell you what we will do. Because I am going to need the... Jennifer, come on. Behave yourself. I did pick up the... Yeah, I picked up the insecticide. We're good. I'll grab the ham, just in case. We shouldn't need to do that. I shouldn't need to grab the ham. The reason why I shouldn't need to grab the ham is because by finding Walter in his location, it does despawn Mr. Burrows. So we're just going to grab ourselves the gold and silver key, as I think that's really the only thing that I've got left to do. As I said, well, you know what you're doing. You can get through this pretty quickly. The thing that absolutely kills the speedrun is going up and down stairs. Right. Because then... yeah, we do have the insecticide. That's fine. I mean, if I can't get the crow, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I could just go for a slightly different ending. Not the ending that I wanted to get. But still a good ending nonetheless. So let's just grab ourselves that. We'll grab ourselves the meat. Because, you know, it might be that we get hungry after we've finished the game. Jennifer might want a bite to eat. So why not just grab some mysterious meat from the fridge? Again, the fact that the key falls down, which says to me that the insects were sort of harboring the key, which is a weird thing for them to do, but oh well, doesn't particularly matter. But, yeah, one leg of ham is contained inside. Got some ham. It'd be interesting if you could have used the ham for the dog as an alternative way to get past it, but oh well. Doesn't particularly matter. So what we'll do is now I've got to find where I use the gold key. Now either the gold and silver key will always be used in one of these doors, I believe. So golden key was used. Now again, it's important that we... Okay, good. I think Miss Mary can't appear in this room under the conditions that... under the sequence of events that I've kind of done. Silver key tucked underneath. Let's get that silver key. I am just like hyped on keys right now. So great. But what we'll do is I will get into that room. We'll read the mural and the book. And then we will end it there and we'll finish up the last couple of bits in the next part. I think that sounds all fair to me. That all sounds good and fair to me. I kind of wish I hadn't picked... I've actually picked up a couple of other endings in my own time, which I'll explain when we go to the ending screen after this run. There's a part of me, I'm a little bit annoyed that I did. I shouldn't have done that, but I can at least talk through what those endings were. You're a small goal, can't read it all, so I need to push this shelf. There's a ritual being held. And then there'll be this book about spells, times made to adhere. Yeah, the clock. Yeah, the clock of the Great Tower has been stopped. So yeah, okay. And with that all said and done, Jennifer's going to leave this room. And when she leaves, we will also leave. So with that all said and done, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I'm going to do just one more part of Clock Tower. I don't want to do all of the endings on as a recording. Unlike when I did like Iru, where I did, I don't want to do all of these because again, a lot of them are just a little bit annoying to set up, and the fact that I have to run the game like 9 times to get them all is just I make it look like I don't enjoy the game. I really do enjoy the game. But anyway, with that all said, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I said that before, but if you haven't subscribed, you can click on me right there. Otherwise, over there, there'll be some other things you can watch, and I look forward to seeing you when I next do.